working on these issues and working for working families, Mr. Cohen.
The gentleman from Tennessee is recognized for 1.5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Van Hollen. I appreciate the time. The thing that disturbs me the most about this budget is its inability to understand what our priorities should be. The Republican budget keeps the defense budget at $500 billion. No question we need a Defense Department, but I don't think the other side understands what the real enemy is. The enemy to my constituents and to each of us is not lurking overseas, it's disease. And to each American who will suffer from or has family members suffering from Alzheimer's or AIDS or cancer or heart disease, diabetes, Parkinson's, post-polio or whatever, they want cures and treatments. And the National Institute of Health is cut in this budget by at least $1.6 billion. It's a $30 billion budget. The Defense Department's $550 billion. I submit to you, Mr. Speaker, our enemy is disease. And the Department of Defense for the human being and the human body is the National Institute of Health. And at some place, the two parties should be able to come together and agree that we need to fund research which create jobs and find cures and treatments. The other side talks about what this is going to do to children and grandchildren. I've heard people talk about their children and grandchildren, what their mothers would want. Their mothers want their children to live long lives and not to suffer from cancer and to get cures and to get treatments. And the cures and the treatments, if I can have 30 seconds additional.
The gentleman, another 30 seconds.
The gentleman recognized for 30 seconds.
The cures and the treatments are going to benefit the next generation and the generation after that more than this generation. This is a place where spending dollars creates jobs, saves lives, and benefits future generations. And most research that's been done in this country that's to come up with cures and treatments have been funded by the government or at least helped by the government. And that continues to this day. People say we should be different than Cyprus and Greece and Spain and Portugal, and we are, because we funded those researches and we've come up with the cures and the treatments, and that's why this is the great on the face of the earth. We need to see that the National Institutes of Health are funded at a greater level and not diminished. I yield back the balance of my time, and thanks, Mr. Van Hollen.
Time the gentleman has expired. The chair